Hey, we are live. It's Friday night draw, and Rodney's out of town, so tonight Nate Lovett's taking his place. How we doing, Nate?
Yep, I'm doing.
All right.
Oh.
I shared out the video some, so Christopher's already here. Says, hey, fellas. What's going on, Chris? All right, so it's Friday night draw. It's Friday night. We got you out of going to stuff. Get to hang out. With
I'm not missing anything. Yeah.
So what do we got on the drawing board?
I am working on I was going to do a sketch cover, but I've been doing a few commissioned sketch covers lately, and I decided against it because I was having trouble getting her pose to work on a sketch cover. So I said screw it, and I decided to print up a big 12 by 18 version of it on watercolor that I will ink and watercolor. Probably not all tonight.
Yeah, we'll see how ambitious we get here this evening.
Yeah. I suppose I should start, huh?
Yeah, whenever. We got a couple folks popping in here. Andre's here, says Hulk smash. Edward says hello. Hello, Edward. Andre, you missed Rodney popping in last night with his new squirrel finger puppet. Because it totally popped up on an ad on Facebook, and I looked at Steph as I was laughing my ass off and said, "We got to get this for Rodney."
Oh boy!
It's a head and then four little hands, so you can put it on all your fingers. It's the stupidest thing, but it was like $5. I'm like, we got to get this.
Oh jeez.
So it served multiple purposes. It's so when we get squirreled and yelled at by Steph and Tina, or for Rodney's book when he's got Chippy the squirrel that he murdered.
Right.
And then it also plays into the roadkill rampage for again murdering some squirrels.
Well, it just covers everything for him then.
Yeah. It was a multi-purpose squirrel. Andre. What? We should get old producer A to tag Jesse in the comments so he knows what he's going to miss out on here.
Do we really want him talking about Stick and Rock?
Yeah. Stick and Rock and the downfall of civilization and whatever other thing you can be pessimistic about.
It's Jesse. It could be anything.
Right? I don't know. If he gets done in time, he might join us.
Done in time? What's he doing?
He didn't say, and I'm trying to come up with something good to give him an excuse, and I can't.
I was going to say it's probably his daughter's soccer team.
Probably. See if she's beat up anybody today.
That's his excuse for everything else. So.
Right?
No, I can't do that. D&D, no, I can't play. I got a soccer tournament. Twerg, no, I got a soccer tournament in Indiana.
I think he's making that up. Yes, we got 6 folks in the house. Stephen Lightman's here. Says hey. So yeah, we should tell these fine folks here that we'll be at the Torg Expo on the 25th. The Torg guys are supposed to join us on here next Thursday.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever talked to any of them. A few times via Messenger, but that's it. Otherwise, it's all been through you.
Yeah. Randy lives just down the street, so he's close by. So I've met up with him in town a couple times. And Mike, I've only talked to in person. The one time I met up with him down at the Food Truck Depot, and then I saw him briefly at Gem City. Danny's here, says evening all. Steph has tagged Jesse about we're talking about him. So since we're up to 8 folks in the house. Now I'm gonna give this explanation, and then probably people disappear because it happens to me every time I say this. But the pieces are for sale. Nate's drawing a black cat. It's 12 by 18. Prices are scrolling across at the bottom. Visit his website, nate-loveit.com, to message him and place an order if you're interested. I'm drawing Gray Hulk. I was talked out of drawing Mr. Fix-It.
It just looks like the Hulk to me.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I wanted to draw Joe Fix-It and
who talked you out of that?
Steph and Rodney. It's Hulk in a zoot suit.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I wasn't talking out of it. It was a flat out no. I wasn't allowed to draw them.
Gotta draw the things that sell.
Yeah, this is true. That's why I'm drawing Gray Hulk.
And that's why I'm drawing,
Black Cat.
Exactly. I've always been a fan of her anyway, so.
Oh, yeah. I did a Venomized Black Cat 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I just like the design. I like the character. She's fun. Waiting for her to make her MCU debut.
But will it be MCU or will it be Sony Spider-Man verse that they got going?
Right? Yeah, I don't know. Stephen saw Rodney today at the Lexington Comic Expo or Comic Con, whatever their full title is. I haven't seen much. Hopefully Jamie's show's going well. Jamie's down there at Lexington as well.
Yeah. I know we got a bunch of toys.
Nice.
I saw that. Somebody hooked him up with a whole bunch of Star Wars toys.
Oh yeah, Steph just said it was Keith that hooked him up with it. Keith Harris. He loves to bring goodies to cons.
Gotcha.
I have a number of DVDs from Keith. And so since we know we are in and got it secured, I think we can tell everybody that they can see us at the C2E2 in December.
Oh yeah, in Chicago in December.
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, but it's Chicago.
Last time it was Chicago in February, so and this time it's Chicago in December.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that February is probably the worst of the bunch, but
And it really wasn't horrible.
no, it wasn't bad at all. It was honestly the worst when we were there for Celebration, and that was in April, and there were giant sheets of ice flying off the buildings.
The worst. I was there for St. Patty's Day, going over 20 years ago now, and it was cold that weekend.
I don't doubt it. Yeah, Steven said Chicago won't get bad till January, which is probably the case. It usually isn't. So I don't know if you saw it. I caught it like probably about an hour ago, maybe. Marvel has locked in 4 dates for 2023.
I had not.
Yeah, they don't have anything announced, obviously, because it's a little too soon for that. But they're speculating based off of the movies that they have said that they're in the works. So it was like I think the only 2 that they rattled off were Fantastic Four and Blade.
I'm trying to think what all else. I think everything else pretty much has dates, though.
I think so. So I'm guessing they got to be pretty close to being on the money with those are the only ones that we are aware of that doesn't have any kind of date yet.
Yeah.
So I think November is the next Disney investor thing. So hopefully we'll get some announcements then.
Just before Eternals comes to theaters?
It's either just before or right after. I want to say November 12th. That's the date sticking out in my head.
Okay, I think that's just before.
Okay.
I think.
November 5th is the investor or Eternals? Okay. Eternals is November 5th. I don't know if I'm right on that date. That was just what was kind of sticking out in my head, thinking that was what they said was going to be their next, like, what do they call it? Disney Plus Day or whatever, I think is what they're calling it. November 12th. So it'll be just after Eternals. So we'll go see Eternals. We'll probably get some giant end credit thing. It's the 2-year anniversary of Disney Plus.
Has it really been 2 years for that already?
Yeah. God. Yeah, it was a whole pandemic and then some.
Jeez, that just kind of literally threw everything so out of whack.
Yeah, but you know what? Thankfully, we had Disney Plus. I think I would have gone absolutely insane.
Yeah, it helped.
Yeah, I mean, at least we got like new material through them. So like I was trying to remember this morning. there's like all sorts of stuff coming out this month and next month on Netflix and Disney Plus and Peacock and all this craziness. And I was like, I can't keep it straight like what's coming where and like what things I need to like rewatch so I remember what the heck's going on.
Oh yeah.
So that is, the November 12th date is the same date that Jungle Cruise will then be free on Disney Plus.
Gotcha.
And apparently the release date for the Home Alone reboot. Guess I wasn't aware that they were doing a Home Alone reboot.
I think I did hear something about it, but yeah. I mean, they did a Turner and Hooch thing, which I haven't watched.
Yeah, we haven't watched that yet either. There's like a bunch of new stuff that's come out that I want to watch. Then at the same time, it's like next month we get Lock and Key, so I kind of want to rewatch the first season.
Ooh, yeah.
The new He-Man animated series comes out next Wednesday, whatever day the 16th is. Next Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. And then the 22nd is that Star Wars Visions.
Oh, okay.
So it's like got those coming. And then what was that? Witcher's December 17th, so we got to rewatch season 1 of Witcher because it's been like 2 years.
We just started rewatching that.
Nice. Have you watched the anime yet?
No, I have not.
The anime is good. I don't know enough like Witcher like books and video games to completely know what the heck was going on, but it's a really cool story. Animation is beautiful. I want to go back and like watch it again. My only complaint on it, and it was like throughout the entire thing, is that the dialogue audio is like buried in the mix. So if there's any kind of music playing, I can't understand a word they're saying.
Wonder if that's been fixed.
I don't know. We just watched it probably like 2 weeks ago, and it's been out for a bit.
Yeah, that's.
I would have hoped they would have fixed it, but and like I was kind of thinking it was just me, and like Steph said the same thing after it's done. It's like, there was any music that started going, you could not understand the characters. So, yeah, hopefully they'll go in and tweak it or something because it was a little tricky to understand at times. I totally the next morning was watching crap on YouTube to figure out who the different characters were and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, who's this guy? How's he connected to the story?
Yeah, I got one of the Witcher games and I had started playing it, but then I got distracted with something else. I don't remember what. I never came back to it. It's not that I haven't wanted to play it. I just had other things I'd rather play.
And now I gotta hold out for getting a PlayStation 5.
With what?
Hold out and wait to track down a PlayStation 5 for all the games they announced yesterday.
I already got one.
You're very lucky because everybody's complaining how they still can't find one.
I found a guy on Twitter, Jake Randall, I think his name is, and I followed him, and he had these. He has these videos for different retailers and how to be able to all you need to do to be able to get it into your cart and hopefully then check out and everything. and also alerts when they were dropping stuff, and they must be home. And so whenever a drop would happen, I would jump to whatever website and try to do the stuff, and finally worked. I managed after a couple weeks.
Indy totally heard the dogs barking, and he's sitting here woofing. Yeah, once it gets a little closer to those games coming on, I'll start scoping out, finding one, or maybe I don't know, maybe they'll have like a really good Black Friday deal or something.
Yeah, you got time because those games aren't due out until
2023.
Yeah, so you got time. Hopefully by then, the chip shortage, which is causing everything to.
Oh yeah.
Won't be a chip shortage then.
Yeah. We'll hopefully have everything situated. I can find some free time. Play me some. Yeah, this will give me time to finish the first Spider-Man game before I go pick up the second one. I don't know that trailer for Wolverine. I know it was just like
just cinematic, no gameplay. Yeah.
But that looked killer. The details on his knuckles and his forearm and stuff was just insane. Jesse says, "I'll just watch."
Yeah, I was about to say, I just looked at the chat, and somebody is being a big old chicken.
Yeah, he is. Jesse, I do believe you've been called out. Well, if he doesn't want to come on here and like defend himself.
Hey, look, it's his reaction to every popular show that's out, show or movie. Meh.
Or just an activity that he does for 5 seconds during the day. Doesn't matter what it is. Meh. He's totally the get off my lawn old man.
That he is. Now see, if he doesn't get on, we can just sit here and talk crap about him, and
exactly.
He can't do anything to stop us.
He could probably release his deepest, darkest secrets that Izzy doesn't know, and make sure we tag him in the comments. Just or spread some wild, crazy rumors.
He's processing a collection he bought. A likely story.
Yeah, right. What kind of collection? Is there anything good in there? Is there anything we want?
He's got to make money so Izzy can buy another purse.
Now, Steph says we won't get him to come on at all. Now he's going to have to come on and defend himself or talk about 60s romance. '60s romance. That's what he's looking forward to in like 5 years. Okay. Danny says, translation, he's erasing grime off of covers. I think he's probably just sitting there staring at the computer and laughing at us.
Hi, Sean.
And there's
Hey.
the boy.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I just got back from 4-H stuff. Doing that. Sheesh.
Hey.
Sorry, I just wanted to say hi.
That's all
Goodbye.
good. Kind of caught me off guard there for a second.
Yeah, he walks in, he's like, waves and goes, just kind of mimes. Can I say hi? I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
No, Jesse hasn't come back to defend anything he's doing. So
I think we made him cry. He's telling on us to Izzy. They're making fun of me.
he's probably sitting there saying, "I didn't tell him anything about purses." And Danny's got a good point. Jesse's kids are running around like maniacs, and he's tearing his hair out. Oh no, he's chiming in now. He's watching and enjoying.
Ah, yeah, I'm sure you are.
He's sitting back, eating a big chunk of cheese, and laughing at us.
Oh, is that what he says he's doing?
No, I'm just adding to what he's saying.
Oh, I figured it was a big bowl of grass.
Oh, there's some of that mixed into the
I
cheese.
thought of him eating like a lawnmower.
You mean being a lawnmower?
Yeah. Like,
Luke should totally show off that drawing.
I should probably shut up before he comes over and kills me.
I think there might be some Photoshop that needs to be involved with some photos and Jesse, the lawnmower.
What was that 80s cartoon where the kid turned into the car?
Oh,
And I'm just picturing Jesse transforming into a lawnmower.
right. Oh God, what was that called? It was something plain and simple, like Hot Rod or something like that.
I cannot think of it. Normally I'd Google it, but
Hey, producer A, can you help us out with an 80s cartoon that the kid transformed into a car? She's working on it. All right.
oh, and as soon as I hear it, I'll be like, "Oh, of course, that's what it is."
Turbo Teen.
That exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you? Are you looking at pictures of what the cartoon looked like? Yeah. Right now, just picture that Jesse turning into a lawnmower.
Oh, I think something's gonna need to be drawn, or
It should be the next Gem City poster.
be easy enough to do in green and purple. So I mean,
yeah. Uh-oh, we did it now.
Is this working? Is this on?
Yep.
Ah, good. All right, so you guilted me into it. I'm down here trying to work.
No, you're not.
work.
Absolutely,
You're just
I
hiding from the
absolutely am.
kids.
Seriously, check this out.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, but here's the impressive part. It's on the other side.
The Beatles.
It's a Beatles appearance.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. So what are you guys talking about? Me?
Yeah.
And Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen.
What's that?
Turbo Teen.
I don't know what that is.
The kid that turned into a race car cartoon from the 80s. Just picture you instead turning into a lawnmower.
So we talked about this before. Wasn't that was the original script for Lawnmower Man, right? This like an alien or something came down and just ate the guy's yard.
Yeah, maybe, but it's Luke's drawing of you. Hey, is that your unfinished guitar in the background there?
It is. I'm gonna get to it.
I'm sure you will.
I will get to it.
Yeah, you are farther than me, and
Yeah,
in a shorter amount of time. But I don't have a spray booth or a spray gun.
I don't either.
His spray booth got knocked over by the wind, if I remember.
Yeah, it did. It did get knocked over by the wind. Did you buy a kit too?
No.
I bought a 80s Kramer Beretta that I tore apart and needs painted.
Did I ever show you my Kramer? Where's it at? I have left the. I wonder if it's still hit. Oh, here it is. Man, this has seen better days. It's another project guitar. It's a Strat knockoff. It has EMG, active EMGs. But yeah, it's another project guitar for another day.
Meaning never.
Probably. I've only had this one for, holy jeez. I bought it in 95 or 96.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep, that's never getting done.
At least mine was like the early 2000s.
Well, talk me in a couple of years.
And it'd still be in the same spot unless I decide to break down and get a spray gun.
I bought mine off of Amazon, and the only thing that it's a little bit trickier to clean. Like it's a cheap one, right? It was a little bit harder to clean, and I had to the what's it called? The air thing lets in the air. Regulator was way off, so I had to take it off and buy an actual one that was in line. Other than that, it's golden for. I mean, the gravity ones are always easier to fudge with. So yeah, this is what I was doing. Yeah. Processing books, watching you guys draw. What fun!
Anything good in the collection so far?
Yeah, there's tons of great stuff. I'm telling you. DC Romance and Marvel Romance are just fantastic. I mean, look at that. Whose art do you suppose that is?
I know John Romita Sr. started on some of that stuff, but I'm gonna guess that's not him.
I don't know. Their hair sort of reminds me of it. This one is from. I didn't bring my glasses down because I just wanted to clean them up a little bit. This is August '66. So, have you seen that hairstyle done anywhere else? By anybody else?
No, off the top of my head, I can't say that I have.
Yeah, these eyes look messed up.
I'm horrible at identifying old artists, so.
There's a lot of uncredited stuff in it. Like there's Charlton had there's uncredited stuff for all those guys. Like yeah, this one's mine on the wrong page. Like those eyes look weird. That whole face looks weird.
The inker's fault.
Yeah, definitely the inker. This one, if anybody knows who their real name was, but this was Stan G. The art is accredited to Stan G.
Okay.
Edited by Stan Lee, art by Stan G. Script by Dashing Denio. So I'm thinking it might have been one of the Lieber brothers, actually.
Okay.
But I'm
So we gotta get some Marvel historians out here and
I'm pretty sure this is a nom de plume too. This is what is it, Al Hartley?
huh.
I don't know of any Marvel artists that named Al Hartley. But the Charlton ones are always my favorite because they're much better done. And you have a better chance of spotting artists in this or who they might have been. Yeah. But Sweetheart's just married. I'm such a nerd. Honestly, because you look at superhero books so often and so much. I mean, I've got thousands of these. And it's boring. So then you get, just married with this haughty kind of cover. It's
nice.
Yeah. I'd much rather preface those because you don't see them very often.
Right. Steven says, I love those old romance books.
They're fantastic.
So there you go. Steven,
I'll tell you what else is fantastic is Archie's. I love Archie's. Fantastic. If you had told me that, I would be collecting comic books again, like to my 18-year-old self. If you told him that's what I was going to be doing and that I would be interested in romance comics, I might beat myself up over that.
Nerd.
Exactly. Here's one. I didn't see this one before. All right, so this is a DC book, and it's called Girls Love, of course. But who's that on the cover?
Is that the Fonz?
No, it's what are you looking at the guy for?
That's
What
what
does
I
that look like?
It
Who does that look like? Yeah. Wasn't she even killed wearing a yellow rain jacket or something?
It was green.
Whatever. And I'm the nerd. I'm the nerd. Uh-huh. So other than comic books, are we going to start talking about soccer next? Can we talk about soccer now?
No.
Your other excuse for not doing anything?
Oh, I've got almost a whole year for the convention. So, yeah, I've just decided to, October is a really busy month for me too. And I have completely not prepared for any of it. Did you guys decide what's going to happen for Baltimore? Who's going to Baltimore?
Technically, right now, I'm still going. I'll say that much.
I am not.
You're not going.
I'm not.
I did finish my piece for the Baltimore yearbook.
What was the theme? It was Halloween, right?
Yeah, it was Halloween. Yeah.
Nice.
So, got that done. I'm still a little on the fence, but as of right now, status quo is, according to the boss, we're going.
It's been a rough year, and I think Baltimore's going to be huge. And I don't mean. Did you see the email that went out about they're expecting everyone to wear masks and all that good stuff?
Yes, and Steph thought you'd be complaining because you couldn't wear a neck gaiter.
No, I don't care at all. I actually, yeah. Ever since who gave me the first one? It was Amber. Gave me the first one. Ever since then, I wore it a lot. I liked them a lot. So, but no, I'll wear a real mask. There's money in that room, so yeah, I'll wear a mask.
Jesse likes money. I'll follow the rules.
Absolutely. The one time, this was at Mid Ohio. Somebody went by. Check this out.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that doesn't look like a romance comic.
No, this one's going to come back 9/8. I am positive of it.
Oh,
I'm also processing some stuff for Baltimore, as a matter of fact. It's funny what you can do, like. You dig into your stuff and you find stuff, because I've been doing those weekly auctions, and I'm constantly looking for stuff. But I found that in a box just
Nice.
down here,
nice.
and
Nice.
that was in a box. I just found this was like a couple days ago. I mean, it's just like I can kick myself that I haven't had those here for a while.
You're getting those graded, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. And then I showed this in the group, but Tailspin
yeah,
One,
yeah.
that's awesome.
You
This
got
is the
whole
mini
set?
series. No, it's just a mini series. Like that's another number one. DuckTales number one.
Nice.
These are Gladstone books too. I think this was a mini series, DuckTales, and then this was the actual number one. And Binky and the Brain, number one.
Nice.
Looney Tunes, number one. Killer. See, this kind of weird stuff I get excited about. What else did I find? I gotta get this going. What else? What else? I had that one for a while. Yeah, just processing stuff for Baltimore, and I've also got a show in Indiana on the 3rd, and then I was going somewhere else. What was I doing? Oh, Champion City.
Oh,
Forgot all about that.
That show.
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, didn't know. Oh, darn, I'm busy that weekend. What?
Dang.
I got a
Wow.
soccer tournament to go to in Indiana.
Right? I hate it when that happens. Actually, my next Detroit show I'm missing because I'm going to be at an Indiana soccer tournament.
Hey,
Can we talk about soccer now?
You're too cool to come hang out with us at Torg, and gonna go watch some foosball.
That is where I'm going to be on the 25th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to be at a tournament, but my these tables are going to be filled by someone bringing my stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sending somebody along. I found this too.
Oh, nice. I used to have that. I might still have
That's me.
that.
You
Nice.
probably, if you do, this is, guess whose first appearance it is?
Is it really April's first appearance?
It's April O'Neil's first appearance.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's also Bebop and Rocksteady's first appearance.
Danny
In
wants
comics.
to know. Danny wants to know if you sell any of these finds or if you're just waiting for your basement plumbing to take them out.
I absolutely so. Has he not met me?
No, he has not. So where can he
Alright,
find all these books, Jesse?
Well, you can find me on Facebook on our little Facebook group. I forget what it's called, but
Hey guys, I sell comics. I just don't know where.
seriously, I should. Is it Gem City Comics?
It's Gem City Comics.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Steph's gonna
See,
find
because-
the link and put it in the comments for you.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I've
Yeah, the
got
Gem City Comics group.
Yeah. And it's wide open. There's no requirements. You don't have to answer a bullshit survey to get into it. And the cool thing about that one is I don't sell just like keys. I rarely sell keys. I just sell stuff I think is cool and kind of weird. Like you probably won't find this in there, This is
I have
actually
that.
Z's. It's Franz's.
Nice.
But like cool stuff. Where's the stuff I did last week? Yeah, let's move you over here.
I'm just glad I haven't been paying attention to them because I have no money. So
Right. Well, I'm selling them because I have no money.
well, because
But like
Izzy-
this was in last week. It was a set of stuff. This was in this past week's.
Oh,
I'm surprised this didn't get more action, man. That's a great Barry Windsor Smith
Mhm.
cover. I love
oh
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Some Wolverine ones. I mean, these aren't expensive books, but they're not something that you see all the time, and not in auctions either. Because I've always kind of thought that like the auctions that are like, you know, the most expensive books out there and stuff aren't really fun because nobody can really afford those, and everybody knows the story. I mean, you've either read the story, you had the story. When was the last time you read this?
Yeah,
Right.
probably since it came out.
If at all. So, and when was the last time you saw it? Well, because people don't take it out because it's a $10 book or a $5 book or whatever, and so you can get it here.
Steven said so long as those romance books will be there, he'll join the group.
No, these are probably going in my long stock bins for shows. But he can always DM me for I'll send him pictures, and they're not expensive either. I mean, those are
what kind of
they're kind of
pictures?
cool. Let me see.
And
It
Danny,
says my battery is getting low.
Yeah, sure. Although he did just freeze up.
It does actually.
Danny says, "Why don't you get that Secret Wars signed by John?"
John who?
I don't know.
I don't know. It was John Beatty, and did he ink that? And then Mike Zeck did the cover, and yeah. Here, I'm going to bounce out before I lose my battery. I might jump back in with my computer.
Cool.
All right.
Show us
We'll
some
be
more
sure
rare finds.
Talk about you while you're gone.
Right. Okay.
Bye, Jesse. Okay, so John Beatty. All right. I don't know why he hasn't gotten him signed by John Beatty, because I'm pretty sure he was at the con. Even this past time, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Who knew you could nerd out over romance comics?
Yep.
Talk about those picks because I take them. It's going to be Jesse with his That's Jesse album drop. If we only had that easily accessible to show on screen.
Yeah, I know it's on my phone, but that's what I'm using for my camera right now. So
Right. Sell some Jesse Mower NFTs. And apparently Marvel started doing NFTs yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid all those. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I still don't understand it. I was kind of dumbfounded when I saw that yesterday. Like, apparently they went pretty nuts when they launched, but let's see. Jamie says, "Hey everyone, What's going on, Jamie? You just missed the crazy romance covers and wild dollar bin finds. I missed it if you showed it off like right from the get-go, but before we get out of here this evening, you have to show off the couple of sketch covers there.
Oh, I can. Oh, one's still a work in progress, so that one will just stay back.
Okay.
But I'll show the other one.
That Batgirl's tight. Oh wow, he's back.
Oh,
I am back.
And blurry
I'm
is
like an
all
HD too. What? Are you kidding me? Can you hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
we hear you.
We hear you. but we can't
Unfortunately,
really
right?
see ya.
Oh, here's one of those sketch covers that Sean was talking about.
Yes.
Mission.
So make the other one bigger. There we go.
Whoa, there we go. And you can see Jesse and the screen.
Jesse in small
Where that-
size, he almost looks like he's not pixelated.
It looks fine on my screen.
Oh yeah, because it's
That's
your
nice.
screen. So yeah, that's a commission.
I am in my basement.
So
So that's commission. So Nate's commission list is currently open, right?
yeah, basically.
So there you go.
You can message me on Facebook through my website. And I can shoot you the commission rates and stuff info.
It's a bargain.
That it is.
Whatever you're asking, it's a bargain.
So you're saying I should up them, huh?
You should. I won't say it. This is going to get rewatched later. I could. I was going to make a comment about your comparison rates.
Yeah, no, let's
Yeah,
not.
no.
We can do that backstage later. So Jamie says, "Wow, that Batgirl is amazing," and Danny says, "That's hot, Nate."
Thank you. Normally I do stuff in watercolor because they last longer than the Copics. And my Copics are all running low. So, but I'm not a fan of using watercolors on sketch covers because it doesn't take the watercolor as well.
Yeah, it's like here. Would you like a rippled piece of paper with a little bit of color on it? By the time you're done?
Exactly.
What about those the matte colors? What are those called? The acrylic, the water-based acrylics you're using.
Oh,
the wash.
Yeah, the acrylic wash. I haven't tried those on.
Do those work as better?
I don't know. I do those on illustration board, so which is even thicker than. So I don't know how it would do on a sketch cover.
I'm kind of curious. I might try that out. I've got a bunch of like, who the heck actually follows Inhumans anymore? Because I've got a crap pile of Inhumans books that I don't know what to do on them.
Well,
is it one of the double covers, or is it?
It's
is it a double cover?
Let me look.
Because if it's an Inhuman 1, you'd always just rip the cover off of it and sell it as the 1.
Yeah, but then I still got a bunch of Inhumans books sitting around that I'm not drawing on.
Right.
It's this one. So yeah, there's a regular cover underneath.
Right.
But I don't know.
Well, that's not the book.
Huh?
That's not the book I was thinking of.
No.
Which means you're stuck with it.
Right. So I gotta
Probably.
Like Medusa or Black Bolt is like the only ones I'm really familiar with, and that's the ones that people seem to
But
buy.
Lockjaw.
Exactly.
Lockjaw.
Just draw
I
a different lockjaw on each one.
I will probably do a lockjaw. I just did a lockjaw commission for. It was in the mix of all the stuff from Clan McDonald. I'd be okay with that. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to sell like 6 lockjaws in a row.
Make each one different.
Oh, I know what you should do. Did I share with you that the 3-paneled sketch? Did I send that to you?
Yes.
Do something like that. I mean, you've already got the books. You don't have to be graded. I mean, but like those were. But that'd be kind of cool. That way, you got to buy the whole thing.
Right.
I'm tempted to buy them off you and do a different cartoony lockjaw on each one. Like begging and just different like dog things, and
Maybe I should do a sketch on one.
Stick and rock with lockjaw.
Exactly. Stick and rock, or lockjaw with like stick in his mouth.
Oh.
What?
I knew we'd make it to this at some point.
I'm feeding you. This is. I set you up. You knock them down. That's how this works.
Yeah. So yeah, Steph just brought up a good point. So can you tell us a little bit of Stick and Rock making their first appearance in the Scribbler?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if it is already out. Did it come out?
I don't think so.
All right, good.
Hey, Russell wants to know who's the blurry weirdo in the middle. Is he operating an overhead crane?
How about this, Stephanie? Just shrink me down in the corner so they can't just see the big blurriness, and then I can just comment at will. There we go. Oh wait, you guys would, or even take me off. You can keep my audio on. That way people can see more art.
Maybe if we take you out, then they can't hear you at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, what happens if you do? That's what you've already got in place. It's fine. So the blurry.
Here, take me out of the studio real quick. I got to run upstairs though.
All right. So that blurry weirdo is the promoter of Gem City Comic Con and the seller of 60s romance comics at the Gem City Comics Facebook group. There are links in the comments. Steven likes looking at him. There's a yellow remote hanging. No, that's not a remote. That's a guitar. Someday it'll be a guitar.
The weird angle and blurriness probably. I mean.
Oh yeah. No, I totally
contributed to making it look extremely warehouse-like behind him.
It is a. It's a Les Paul Jr. Kit that Jesse has been putting together for the last couple of years. Here, ask what a Jesse mower is. Nate, you want to field that question? you know all about the Jesse mower. Or should we get Luke in here to explain the Jesse mower?
No.
Yes, Russ, you should. Well, Jesse's back. Let's bring him back in.
What's a Jesse mower?
Yeah. Russell would like to know what a Jesse mower is.
I don't know what that is. Are you talking about my real mower? Did I tell you about my real mower?
Uh-oh.
No, you have not told us about your real mower.
All right, you know what a real mower is, though, right?
Um,
A lawnmower?
It's a lawnmower, and it's one of the ones that is
Just
geared off of the wheels. You push it and it turns
yeah,
the
just a
blade.
normal push mower.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It doesn't have a motor or anything. It's called a real motor, a mower.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So when I first moved into this house, I decided I was going to do the environmentally friendly thing because it's a small yard, and I was going to use a real mower, and I did. I used it for a long time. But one time I was out there, and I was transitioning from using my. I still had a mower, but I was doing the edges with my real mower because I was doing weeds, or I read some article that said that weeds didn't respond well, or whatever. So I had been out there with the lawnmower. I had my earbuds in and I was listening to something and I was singing along with it. And I switched over to the real mower and I'm going along with the real mower and it was getting to the really good part of the song. And I was just like letting it all loose. So I was like trying out for the voice or something like that. And the lady was walking her dog down the street and just kind of gave me one of these. I was like, yeah, I guess I might be singing kind of loud. And that's when it struck me. There's no engine on this mower. I'm just out in my yard screaming. Is that what you mean by the Jesse mower? Was it that story you were referring to?
No, he was referring to the to Luke's drawing of you turning into a mower.
Oh, I remember that now.
So Russell, Google Turbo Teen, and instead of the car, picture a lawnmower, and that's what Jesse does.
I'm as lost as normal.
What else is new?
Nice. Is that it? No.
So, Russell's typing in some lyrics for you, Jesse.
Well, I think it was like Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of.
Nice.
I just made that up, but I'm sure it was something very inappropriate to be singing that loud. Hell, if you ever heard me sing, could have been anything was pretty inappropriate. Nobody wants to hear that.
Nope.
Yeah, I think we've been fortunate enough we have not had to hear you sing.
You mean you've never heard my record? Here's a good one. It's not a record.
It's all blurry. I have no idea what book that was.
Oh, it was Predator 1. Predator 1. I was in a band. I sang a lot. We had 2 records.
I've heard stories, but I've never seen proof.
Well, I would show you now, but it would come out all blurry. I could just hold up my hand and be like, yeah, this is our CD. CD, what's that?
You got any VHS tapes you playing in one of the bars before you got beat up or anything?
I do. Actually, Nathan converted those to DVD a couple years ago, the rhythm guitarist in the band, who you've met. I believe you did some heavy lifting with him one time.
Yeah, I did.
God.
The 12 martini shuffle.
It was more than 12. It was a ridiculous amount of martinis.
I know, poor
A
Chris
ridiculous amount.
Chris Couch's hands were going to fall off making all those.
I kept him busy.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
You're just like, Chris, give me another.
Okay, is my signals cleaned up any?
No.
No.
All right. Well, here this is. If that's my CD. I'm surprised you guys. I haven't made you listen to this yet.
Oh, great.
Is that Lucy on the cover?
Do what?
It looked like Lucy from I Love Lucy on the cover.
No.
No?
Now, it's a picture my dad took of my sister when she was like maybe 2. And we used it for our record cover. The name of the band was Troubadour, and of course we spelled it weird. And because I was in charge of that, I can't spell anyway.
Yeah, we do.
It's like mandatory to make it spelled weird,
right? It's better than our first record. The first record, every track we listed phonetically. It made no sense. Nobody knew what the songs were. That's funny. Now, in our defense, we were like 15 and 16 when we did that. This is ridiculous. We thought it was cool. That'd be a great idea. Let's use phonetic spelling for all these. I mean, like out of the dictionary phonetics too. So it had like all the weird symbols and stuff that nobody uses.
Oh God.
Yeah, real smart. Real smart. Let's see. Where's our chat group? I'll send it to our chat group.
So was this all your scheming to come up with this, or
what, the record?
Well, the phonetic spellings and all this craziness.
No, it was I'm pretty sure it was Danny, who I'm sure you've met too.
Yes, we met Danny.
Yeah,
it's all
my friend Danny. Yep. But here, I sent you the picture. It's a beautiful album cover.
Oh, it came through here. Oh yeah, that is nice. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, it's great.
The non-blurry version.
It actually, it's an actual photograph of something, not three white blobs that you have no clue what they are.
Yeah. It's
I'm glad I feel kind of ripped off now because I totally wore pants for this. And then I thought people were going to be able to see me.
Yeah, well, hey, it's a plus because last night we were totally caught with our pants down because we totally went live and didn't realize it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who, between the two of you, or just like a test?
No, it was Rodney and I for our regular Thursday stream, and Steph hit the live button, but she forgot to start playing the video. So we were all talking about stuff, and Rodney and Tina were trying to figure out the lighting, so they were kind of arguing about it back and forth. And it's like, guys, we're live. And then we played the wrong video.
Y'all are a bunch of professionals.
Yeah.
God love production. My favorite thing to do is like if you're bantering back and forth like this for a while and stuff, and it's kind of getting weird or whatever, and then one person just says, "Hey, just let me know when you're ready to start recording," or "Let me know when we're going live now."
Right.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it was totally a oh God, we're live, and and then it was just full on panic. We didn't know what to do.
Start cussing and throwing things.
Yeah, we were already doing that. It was just everybody got to see it live for a few seconds. Which Jesse, at some point you'll have to go back and watch this from the beginning and check out our intro video that Tina made. We got this fun little song she found on some like royalty-free site or whatever.
Right.
That's why I use Brian's music.
Right.
I just need to record more stuff.
Yeah, I keep meaning to like do some time-lapse stuff, and I keep forgetting to do it while I'm working on stuff. So when is Champion City this year? Since had no clue it was happening.
October 31st.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Cameron's here. Says good evening, guys. What's up, Cameron? So Jesse, I was talking about before you got to come on and join us. I was going to draw Mr. Fix-It Hulk, and Steph shot me
Right?
down. I got the.
Why
I got
not?
The. See?
You're talking about the guy from Wreck-It Ralph?
No. Hulk. Joe
Mr. Fix-It. Hulk.
Mr. Fix-It.
Gangster Hulk in the suit.
No. Oh, from Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, and he was that way in his own book for a short period.
That'd be cool. I thought you were doing like a crossover thing where the guy from Wreck-It Ralph, like, instead of the guy that fixed everything with his hammer, it was the Hulk. I was like, that's weird, but why not?
Fix it. Feel it. It's Hulk.
Yeah. That's helpful. Yeah. All right.
I don't argue with you. You're the artist. I mean, whatever. I mean, seems weird to me, but yeah.
See, Dooney says that's his favorite Hulk. The first Hulk book I ever picked up was the Gray Hulk. So it was a Dale Keown issue. Hulk and Doctor Strange and Namor.
I don't like Namor.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't know. I don't like Aquaman either.
No, don't tell Ian.
Yeah, don't tell
That's-
Ian
that's-
like Aquaman.
We've talked about it, but and like I think I started setting aside books, Aquaman books I didn't want just for him
It's a good call.
Yeah?
because Aquaman's awful. I mean, really.
Steph says I should tell the Jim Lee story.
I was getting ready to tell it.
Yep.
Good news is you want a Jim Lee sketch. Bad news is it's
You want a Jim
Aquaman.
Lee Yeah, no, that was
I think he did that on purpose.
Well,
It's like, here, I'll get you a
Probably.
sketch, but you'll never be able to sell it.
well, like the first sketch he did was I think Wolverine. Then he did a Batman. You know,
Right.
he hit the two, mainstays. And then he starts the third one for he starts doing Aquaman. Well, and what he was doing, they're little they're like small, skinny, like bookmark size, a little slightly bigger. He starts doing these sketches, and he says he's going to give them away. And the easy way for him to like shout out to the crowd and do stuff is he called out the last four numbers of your Comic-Con badge. And for doing that, he was just calling out all the kids' birthdays because between him and his wife, they've got like, what is it, 9 kids? It's like 8 or 9 kids. I can't remember.
Right.
So he starts calling out all their birthdays to give away stuff, and he gives away, Batman, calls out a couple numbers, somebody claims it. Gives away Hulk, does the same thing. And he gets to Aquaman, and he calls out a set of numbers, and I don't think anybody claimed it. I think it was like the second set of numbers, maybe even the third set. And like we had, been sitting there staring, going, wait. And like he calls the set, and it's Steph's numbers. And she's just sitting there. And I'm like, you won. She got up.
Did you get to go up? Did you get a picture with him at least, or?
Yes.
Nice.
The Comic-Con folks had us stick around, and we got to take a photo with him. But it was like total celebrity appearance of Jim Lee. It was like, grab the photo, and he's like, hey, how you guys doing? And then, ran away.
Right.
No, here's my portfolio. You want to take a look at it real quick?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I just wanted to say hi to him, but he bolted. It was like any of the times you see Stan Lee, he was not there very long. He was like magic, just disappeared.
The thing about it, it's got to be awful for Jim Lee because we couldn't walk 10 minutes without somebody thrusting something in your face to sign. You couldn't make it across the floor if you had to.
Oh yeah. I totally get it. It was crazy. Jamie says, I also don't like Namor.
Yeah.
However you say it.
Namor.
Namor.
Namor. And everybody loves like the Bill Everett version or the Bill Finger. Was it Bill Everett? It was Bill Everett. And that's just the weirdest one with the big triangle head.
Oh, yeah.
That's just awful. People act like it's like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. It's like, no, it's not. It's awful. That's what you get when you hire 15-year-olds.
And Jesse's just offended every comic fan.
Come to the Gem City Comic Con. Neymar sucks.
It was a run by Jesse.
Yeah.
We need to save all these. These need to go on some posters for Gem City 2022.
Right. I just imagine that here's your job. It's like when I drop dead, I want you to put together a super cut of all this stuff to play at my funeral.
Oh, I gotta say something.
Don't you know by now that the laughter just eggs me on?
Oh, I can say something so awful. I'm gonna try to reserve myself and hold off.
Were you going to say something about what happened at Gem City?
Oh, jeez. I didn't even think about that.
Geez, Sean. You are just the worst.
Oh, my God.
I know. But dang it, it was right there. You just set it up. And I didn't do it.
That's my job. I'm here to set these up. You knock them down.
I thought that one was a little too low hanging there. But you dropping dead. I think Nate's biting his tongue.
I had to bite my tongue as like the rest of the weekend.
Well, and for like at least a good couple weeks afterwards too.
I'd forgotten about it by then. It's like everything was.
How's the new studio working out?
That was a lovely segue. Yeah, the new studio's good. Have you seen all the photos I've posted?
I did. It seems like as a studio, that was sort of like a waste of money and time because you're still just staring at the same like 3 feet of it yourself. It was more for other people's benefit, right?
Yeah,
you're just focused on like 11 by 17 of it at a time.
Yeah, pretty much. But the nice part is I can now lock it, and if anybody comes over and I want to lock them out, I can do that. And
right.
I'm curious to how it's going to be like so far. Like there's been really good airflow through here for summer and stuff, and it's stayed nice and cool. I'm curious what it'll be like in winter. If it'll be warmer in here, colder in here, like what that's going to be like.
Was it cold? Was it cold before?
At times it could be, but I had carpet in here, and now I've got the vinyl plank stuff. So I'm curious, like, is that going to make it, colder? Because there's not something in here trapping heat, but I have the capability now. I can completely shut off the space. So will that keep it warmer if I shut everything off? I don't know. These are the things
I would think that. I would think with the lights, and if you were to close it off, I bet you it would get warmer in there with just the lights and all that stuff.
On, yeah. So that's how my studio is. But I don't have room to do this stuff back there. So.
No, it was like one of the big things for like getting all this stuff done was like just to, outside of like, making it so we can get stuff closed off, but like I've made it more convenient to like get around in here. Like all my stuff was like scattered all about in different places, but Steph found some some drawers that will actually hold 11 by 17 stuff. So
Oh, nice.
so now I've got different sets of drawers that are actually holding everything, and
IKEA.
actually,
Like
yeah.
flat files.
They're not flat files. I wanted to get flat files, but we couldn't find any more that were available in Dayton to where I could have called you and said, "Hey, can you take your van and go pick one of these up for me?" 'Cause we
Oddly
totally-
enough, if you want flat files, I know where I can. Every once in a while, I see some really big ones come through there for blueprints.
yeah,
So next time I see some, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
yeah, let us know because there's other spots.
What
we
about
can
like
store.
big and these are huge. I mean, they're for blueprints, and I think they're the exact. Have you ever been to Jay Leston's house?
No.
No. Well, he's got a bunch of flat files, and these are the exact kind, and they're really big.
That's what she said. Sorry.
See, Nate's not afraid of the low hanging fruit.
No.
That's what she said.
Yeah, see, we need a little sound effect thing. I found an app that'll do that last night. Do like a little rim shot every time somebody makes a stupid joke. Get some funny noises going here, like a goofball radio station.
Like a morning zoo radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's what
it would be
people want.
hilarious. I'm sure they don't, but I want it, so.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Nate, I have a technical question.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Technically, he's got
you said
an
those
answer.
were those you said those are watercolors?
Yeah, well, this what I'm doing right now is watercolor, yes.
Right. So the problem that watercolors are always really unforgiving, right? If you don't know what you're doing. But how deep do you start those colors knowing that they're going to fade? They're going to, as they dry, I mean.
Oh, it depends on the color. I'm not afraid to start light and layer. I actually prefer to just kind of layer things up and just kind of build it up. You can get better variation with things.
Because I know that that's always been a lot of people's problems, that they assume that the color, it looks right wet, and then as it dries, like, man, I missed that by a mile.
Well, and if it needs to be re-hit, I'll re-hit it. So it won't stop me.
I think that's the fun of watercolor. You can always kind of just keep going back into it and finessing it.
Even years later.
Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be reactivated with water or whatever. So, I mean, you can always go back in, add color, darken things, whatever. And, to some extent, you can lighten it by picking the color up.
Yep, which is what I do for, like, the skin tone. I hit it with this color I use, and then I use it to blotch it up to get the lighter tones. It's like all these areas here I blotted up.
Yeah.
So, yep.
I think I'm gonna call the inks on my Hulk done.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Nice piece.
God dang.
Yeah. I got a bunch of these Star Wars covers too, so I've been picking random characters to draw for that. We were walking the other night.
What's the title?
Star Wars Shattered Empire.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which that's a really good story. I really enjoyed that one.
There's been a lot of really good Star Wars that have come out recently.
Yeah.
None better than Dr. Aphra, though. I love Dr. Aphra.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Aphra was awesome. I ended up buying all the trades on my iPad.
I still got
because it was easiest to get them that way. And yeah, I read all that. I haven't read the newest stuff, which I need to, especially since Ray worked on some of it.
Yeah, I want to pick those up. I'm curious to read that new bounty hunter thing that they're doing, the bounty hunter war or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I haven't been reading it. I've got all the issues ready for it to be done, and then I'll sit down and read it all at once.
Okay.
But it's supposed to takes place between 2 and 3, or episode 5 and 6.
Right. All I know is that Kira makes a return.
Really?
Oh, spoiler.
I love spoilers.
I know, we told you all the Shang-Chi spoilers the other day.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. Maybe it's because I don't really like... Because I don't like anything, remember?
Yeah. I don't see how you would not like Shang-Chi. It was so good.
Well, it probably hits on a lot of I mean, if it's got kung fu in it, right now I'm all about kung fu and monsters and stuff. So yeah, if it's got monsters and kung fu, what's there not to like?
So yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I really liked how they did the story, and I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but they didn't do the typical Marvel story. They the only thing that really came to my mind while watching it is it's kind of Return of the Jedi in a way.
You ever read, not to change topic, but have you read Shaolin Cowboy?
Never even heard of that one.
I've heard of it. I
Really?
have not read it. Well, I know exactly what it looks like. I think I may have read one issue actually.
All right.
It's Jeff Darrow, isn't it?
Yes. It is ridiculous. Too bad my camera's not working. I've got an issue of it around here somewhere. I might have graded that. Yeah, it's not here.
I remember hearing good things about it. I don't. It's one of those I never.
Well, it's just beautiful. I mean, it's just ridiculous, the amount of detail. I mean, I can't imagine that. I'll probably read somewhere that he did it on postcards or something like that. Just
sounds about right.
Right? Well, he was trying to get done faster, so he did it on postcards. He also did. You ever read Big Guy and Rusty?
Mm-hmm.
Was that Jeff Darrow?
Yeah, I think so.
I know it was Frank Miller, and I do have copies of that over here. I'm thinking a hard boiled. That was Jeff Darrow.
Was it?
No, it is Big Guy and Rusty, that is Jeff Darrow.
Okay, yeah.
And hard boiled, I believe, is also him.
You're probably right on that. For some reason, I was thinking hard boiled was Frank Miller.
Well, he did write it.
Okay. Danny says, Jesse, did you ever see Kung Fu Hustle?
Absolutely. I didn't see it till recently, but I was just and funny thing is after the night after I watched it, I asked these two guys, dude, have you ever heard of this movie? And Nate's like, yeah.
Yep.
I still haven't seen it
years ago.
It's fantastic. For a second there, I kind of felt like someone's like, hey, you ever heard of a show called Cowboy Bebop? It's really kind of good. You should check it out. Like, oh yeah. But yeah, right. I just finished all the Shaolin series that they had for free on Prime. So the 36 Chamber, the magical weapons, the Fist of Shaolin, Just all those are fantastic, and they're even the awful ones. My favorite is called the Elemental Ninjas, and that's just ridiculously bad, but I just loved it, every minute of it. My kids would fall asleep. I mean, what kind of 8-year-old falls asleep during a kung fu movie? You know, that's how bad they are. But but he loved Enter the Dragon. You know, and we watched all that, and that one's exceptional, but these other ones are better. They're just awesome. Just how poorly they're overdubbed.
Oh, it is the, I don't know, the style, I guess.
Well, I think a lot of it is stuff that is culturally relevant, not to us.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of their language and form and their costume, you know, it's sort of like when people look at a comic book and like, well, how are you supposed to know who this character is? How do you know that that's who it is? Well, it's because how he's dressed. Well, I'm sure that some of that we just miss. Some of that sort of like, so the fill-ins are what makes it seem awful to us.
Right.
Awfully good, I mean. The way they talk, yeah, they're just awesome. Just the choreography of it, and even some like when you could tell when they started getting a budget for some of them, because like the cinematography becomes so much better. Like the last two Shaolin series, the sets are bigger, and there's lots of like fighting scenes where it's like all one shot and the camera's moving all around. It's just really great. But yeah, I like kung fu movies. I keep regressing younger and younger the older I get.
Does that mean you'll start liking stuff again?
Well, I'm like rediscovering the things I used to love. There was a show called it was called Kung Fu Theater or something like that, and it ran here locally on Channel 45, which became a Fox affiliate. And like on Sundays after wrestling or something like that, or it might have been on Channel 16.
I feel like I remember
they would run
that show.
Yeah, but they would run kung fu movies, and I remember watching them, and I can never remember the names of it. Like Elemental Ninjas is on Netflix now, and I might have seen that in like, gosh, 1985 or 84, and just was mesmerized because there was blood in it. It was like super gory, like, you know, the heads would come off and like blood would come out of a pump, super red, just like for 10 minutes. I remember just being like awestruck by that, and always telling people, "Have you ever heard of this movie? You know, it's about these different colored ninjas, and they have to do this and that." And nobody's like, "I have no idea." And then I saw it on Netflix. I was like, "That's it. That's the movie I remember."
It was real.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't dream that.
So Danny and Cameron are both talking about Kung Fu Hustle here, and they love it. And apparently the Blu-ray's got tons of bonus stuff.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to watch all these now. I still want to watch.
It's on Netflix.
HBO Max. The what is it? The Turner Classic Movie section on there. They've got all the Lone Wolf and Cub and all the other Kurosawa movies are on there. And I
really,
I want to find some time where I can sit down and watch those.
You can actually play Ghost of Tsushima and that cinematic style in black and white with Japanese language and everything, and it's crazy.
Oh, nice.
Is it on HBO?
Well, is
that where you watched it, Nate?
About.
Oh. Oh.
The Ghost of Tsushima video game.
Right, that's the one that's really bloody
and awesome.
Right. I want the. I have never seen it, and I love movies and film and stuff like that, but I've never seen Seven Samurais, and I would love to watch that and a bunch of Kurosawa films.
If you got HBO Max, they're all on there.
Yep.
I do not.
Time to sign up for that 30-day trial.
I was thinking that I would, because it's part of the Criterion collection too, and I know that there's a channel I can buy and just get. I don't know which is cheaper. 'Cause that's really all I want it for. That and I'm also into westerns. So cowboy movies and kung fu movies is what I'm into these days. But I was watching oh god, I can't remember the name of it now. True Grit with the Duke, and that's a
Nice.
fantastic movie. I mean, it's just, and the Jeff Bridges one is really good too. But like with John Wayne, it's just fantastic. And Once Upon a Time in the West. You ever seen that one?
That one I think I actually have seen, but it's been a while.
Well, you'd remember the very first scene. Well, actually, not the first scene, but yeah, the first scene. It's a Sergio, whatever his name is. What is his name?
Sergio Leone.
Yes, it's one of his, and I think it might have been his last film. And the first scene takes place on on a railway station stop or something like that, and there's a fly on this guy's face, and you just like, knock it off, just get it off there. You know, it just makes you feel real uncomfortable. And then later on, like before the main credits, the main villain of the movie, you know, kills this entire family. At the end, only the little boy is left, and you think for a second, oh, okay, so he's gonna let him live to tell the story. Nope, he kills the little boy. And I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah.
So was the fly scene, was that like in Raiders of the Lost Ark where the dude just ends up eating it?
No, I think you'd recognize the guy. He's famous for looking weird.
That narrows it down.
No, I'm serious. Like you'd recognize him. But yeah, there's just a fly on his, and it's super close up, and it was shot in like, I don't know, some ridiculously big, like it was shot in 105 millimeter or something like that. It's just huge on the screen. In fact, I think I might have seen it at the Neon Movies in Dayton on their in CinemaScope.
Oh, the little
think
place
that's
down from the
first
convention
time.
center? Is that the theater you're talking about? That little? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we walk by that every year. When
Yeah,
we
they
go
used to
down
have they used to have a CinemaScope in there, which is essentially like 180 degree movie theater or screen, and a lot of stuff was shot on that. And they showed 70 millimeter films there, and then so I can't imagine seeing that in CinemaScope, how big that would have been. Let's see.
Yeah, that Klein was telling us about that one of the times we were out there and walking by it, because he had gone in there and worked as a projectionist a few times.
Right.
I want to go see something in one of those crazy, the 70 millimeter or one of the other ones.
I don't know that it's open. That part is open anymore. I think that they couldn't get pieces and parts for the projectors anymore.
Okay. Yeah, because Klein was traveling around to like all the different theaters when they were doing they did Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, one or the other, in 70 millimeter, and then one of the Western remakes was done in 70 millimeters.
Right.
I can't remember which one, but Klein was like getting paid a truckload of money to go show movies like 24 hours straight a couple of years back.
I think he did. What was the Hateful Eight? I heard that story of him going around having to do the Hateful Eight in 70 millimeter.
Yeah.
Which was a great Western. It really was.
I'll have to watch that one. There's so many movies I want to see right now that like.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I'm calling it a night on this.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm about to that point. I didn't realize it was already 9:40.
Well, my phone camera popped up saying, I'm at least 10% before it dies. So
Nice.
I'm like, oh, alrighty then.
All
No, I
right,
sent you
well,
that picture of the weird looking guy.
Nice. Yeah, Danny's like, Goonies weird guy or Waterboy weird guy?
He has like kind of a bulgy eye and stuff like that. And I'm trying to think, he was in some other stuff. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I know I've seen him. I don't know who the heck he is. I'll have to do some Googling on that one.
Yeah, he's hired for his looks.
All right, we'll wrap it up so we can get out of here before Nate's phone dies. But guys, thank you for coming on here and hanging out while Rodney's out playing at Lexington.
Yeah, no problem.
And everybody watching, thanks for coming in, watching,
Yes.
tuning in. And don't forget, Nate's got some commission slots open there. That Black Cat is for sale. All those good
Yep.
fun things. And Jesse's comic book selling group is in the comments, so you can go join that group and buy some stuff in the weekly auctions.
I was about to say Jesse's camera actually got cleaned up and not blurry, and then it got a little blurry. But
Yeah.
maybe it's because he was just standing still, not doing anything.
Yeah, it's trying to autofocus, and it keeps seeing him walk back and forth across the room. All right, but yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Cameron says thanks for another fun night, guys. Good pieces, guys. Have a great weekend. See y'all next week. Thanks, Cameron. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch y'all on the next live stream.
Bye.